Welcome to Film Room. I'm your host, Matthew Wegg.
And I'm Chet Severn.
Joining us today is Nathan Rivas.
Heyo, what's up?
Woo!
Good to have you back, Nathan.
Thanks. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, guys, it's a slow kind of news day this Monday. Everything was announced on last week and Wednesday, and there's nothing to really talk about. We do have some things to talk about though.
Mm-hmm.
They're not grand and not exciting, but they're worth talking about. Starting with box office.
Yay!
All right. Domestically speaking, Fate and the Furious made about $19 million at the box office this weekend for a global worldwide total over $1 billion.
That's ridiculous.
Coming at number 2 is How to Be a Latin Lover, coming in at $12 million. Coming in number 3 is, I'm going to butcher this name because this is a weird name, Bahubali 2, The Conclusion. This is a Bollywood film, made $10 million. The Circle came in at 4th place with $9 million. And The Boss Baby holding in the top 5.
Wow, nice.
With $9 million as well.
Wow.
What the heck is a Bahubali?
Beats the heck out of me.
I mean, let's go look at this because this is a hardcore Bollywood.
Yeah, that's
film.
the only thing I have about this results list is what the heck are these movies? I didn't see these advertised. Where do they come from?
How to Be a Latin Lover got a lot of advertisement.
How did I miss that?
Number 2, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's impressive, but it's where was all the ads for this movie?
It was on YouTube. I got a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
Right before my
Okay.
videos.
That makes some sense.
Do you not use YouTube?
No, I do use YouTube.
Holy
it's just that
crap.
I have
this is
certain
a 3-hour
ads
film.
that are limited.
Yeah.
This film's 3 hours long.
What? The Bahubali?
Yeah.
Forget it.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, nope. Yeah.
And
Well-
it made $10 million?
Hey, you know what? If it's good, it's good. And it's going to get money.
Well, good for the Bollywood front.
All right.
What is even the plot?
Yeah, I know, right?
I couldn't even get the plot. All right, let's look at the numbers for Fate of the Furious. First off, I don't know who the hell decided to spend $250 million on a Fast and the Furious movie. That's the budget. But I guess that had to be dumb because I'm guessing it's paying off for him. It's $1 billion movie now.
Yep.
We're probably going to see similar numbers with Transformers when it comes out.
Fast and the Furious movies are basically superhero movies.
Yeah, except with cars and stuff.
And everybody's superhuman and jumping around, surviving bullets and crap.
Yep, and looking, especially with Tyrese.
What do you guys think of the series?
I like it.
I remember watching 5 one night. When I had HBO, I was watching 5. I'm just like, this is pretty fun. I like this.
Yeah.
I was watching the end of it though. I didn't realize where it was, but it's I was watching the end of it where they're pulling the bank vault.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, this is pretty cool.
That's the best one.
I can do a lot more of this.
Yeah, my first encounter with it was actually a Too Fast, Too Furious movie.
No,
The
that's a
sequel.
terrible one.
I see why, but there were parts that were actually pretty funny to me.
Yeah, no.
Don't say it, Chet. Don't say it. Don't say it, Chet.
I know what you're going for.
Don't say it.
I like I said, but I got a better one anyway.
The first one's great.
Yeah.
The first one is a Point Break remake.
Yeah, it's basically.
It's not called. But to be fair, it's a better Point Break remake
Than
than
the actual
than
Point
actual
Break remake.
than the actual Point Break
Yeah.
remake.
Yeah.
So I'll give it that. I'll
Okay.
give it that. And it's just involved into this weird thing, and we're 8 movies in, and I think they're already filming the 9th one.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Jeez.
Yep.
How to Be a Latin Lover? That's interesting.
How to Be a Latin Lover.
Came in at number dos. Just behind Fate of Furious with $12 million. It's either it was a really bad weekend to go to the movies, or there's just really nothing to see.
Or
Yeah.
there's a lot of Latino people out there wanting to know how to be a lover.
No, it's not. It's how to be a Latin lover. It means that Chet can learn how to be a Latin lover.
It did look kind of funny.
It has some interesting ideas. Yeah, for sure. Boss Baby, though, what the? This thing is still in the top 5.
I've actually heard that one's pretty good.
Hmm.
It's really creative, is what I hear, and there's a lot of different animation styles.
Interesting.
I've been wanting to watch it.
I mean, this thing's made $148 million domestically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a box office win.
Yeah.
Even for, like, DreamWorks. They probably didn't spend that much money on it. Look, anything that gets us closer to a How to Train Your Dragon 3, I'll be okay.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no more Shrek movies.
And anything that gets Jimmy Kimmel in a movie, that's okay with me.
Oh, wow.
Big fan of that guy.
I think people were expecting The Circle to do better.
Yeah,
But
what is that?
It's based off of this book called The Circle. It's about social networking
Oh.
and, like, privacy. It stars Emma Watson, Tom Hanks,
Oh, I saw
John
ads for that.
Boyega.
That's
Ethan.
It got a 5.3 on IMDb, though.
Yeah, I hear it's not that great.
Well, that stinks. There's a lot of good
that's
actors in
unfortunate.
there.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, Emma
Mhm.
Watson.
Yeah.
Hey, but it only has a production budget of $18 million.
Oh, and how much has it made so far?
$9 million. It'll probably make its budget back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
then
mean, hopefully.
advertising is usually like the rule is like they spend the same amount as the production, right?
Yeah.
So they got to make like
Not
twice as
really.
much to make it back.
Not really.
Theoretically.
I mean, some movies barely spend anything on advertising. I mean, look at The Dark Tower. Have you seen anything for The Dark Tower yet?
Nope.
The movie's supposed to come out in August.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's based off a Stephen King book.
Who's making it?
I don't know who's making it, but it stars Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, we're getting wrapped up in this. We'll talk about it later.
That's weird though that there's no advertising.
I
for
guess
that.
like the thing is though, how is Boss Baby ahead of Beauty and the Beast? Like that's something I don't get.
Because it's Alec Baldwin and a baby.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to be the main reason.
All right,
for
this is a
while.
very, 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 very weird box office report from us.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on to some Captain America news. If I could find the link, it's not
Well.
there. All right, so not Captain America. Sorry, Joe Johnston. Joe Johnston is being approached by Disney to direct a Chronicles of Narnia revival for the book The Silver Chair.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those who aren't familiar with Joe Johnston, he directed the first Captain America movie, and he also directed
Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer. Those are movies he's known
Love
for.
that movie.
And Jumanji.
Yes.
And Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. He's on his stuff. I mean, first off, well, what do we think about, just like rebooting Narnia?
I don't know. For Disney, it was their first attempt at it with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was good. I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Caspian, though.
Caspian was like, what happened? What happened in there?
I don't know what happened. That was actually a school field trip for me.
To watch Caspian?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
In 6th grade. They're like, yeah, if you guys buy the tickets, we'll go see it opening day. We'll take the city bus drive. We'll go over there. I was like, okay, yeah. My mom got us tickets, and then we went. It's like, oh, this is cool.
And if I remember correctly, Voyage of the Dawn Treader was made as well, but I don't recall if it was under the Disney banner or somebody else.
No, it was Disney.
Oh, was it Disney one?
Still Disney.
Okay. So it was like, I remember that did not perform well at all.
Did you not watch that?
No, I did not watch that one. It was like,
Let me double check that. I think it actually did.
I saw the trailer for it and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, I gotta be
What
honest.
is this?
I only saw the first one.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson's great as the voice.
Of Aslan.
Yeah. And it's an interesting and compelling story, but yeah, none of the sequels
Yeah, the sequel
interested me.
didn't
And nobody
work.
I didn't hear great things about it,
No.
so why would I watch it?
And I think I did the dumb thing, which was read the book before watching the movie.
Oh, and then
Because-
compare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
got suckered into doing that type of analysis. And I'm going, what happened to
Well,
me?
yeah, why
What
would
did
you
I
make
do?
these decisions?
What have I done? What have I done? And my parents are looking at me like, what's your problem?
So,
Like, no.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader and Prince Caspian made about the same.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Wow,
like
I'm
there's
impressed.
there's like a $4 million difference between the two.
I'm
However, both John Trender and Caspian made $300 million less than the first one, which made like 700 million.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's just weird. Like, I don't know if people really are like just like, we need another one. We need another one of these Narnia movies.
Look, I love Johnston as a director. He's really good at what he does. Rocketeer, Jumanji, great movies under his banner. And I don't know, putting him under this.
What about Captain America?
And Captain America.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
right.
talking classics here. I'm not talking about new.
Captain
Anyway,
America's a classic. It's
well,
not great, but it's a classic.
I still love Captain America, but the other two were more honorable mentions in my mind, in my book.
He also did visual effects for like the Star Wars movies
Yes.
and Indiana Jones.
Yes, he did.
So this is like right up his alley.
Yeah,
do
this could
adventure
work
movies.
really well for him with that background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really hoping he was going to direct a Rocketeer sequel.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not like excited about this.
Yeah,
but
same here.
Get a good director, get a good writer. You know, why not?
Yeah, that's all that matters. Is like as long as you get a good pair in the writing and directing side, you're gonna have a good movie for now.
Yeah, and editors. We don't want to leave editors out of this.
Yeah.
Well, no, but yeah, do a good job with the movie, and people will watch it. Right? There will be word of mouth,
Yeah.
and people will be like,
Absolutely. Oh, I see on here that it's actually it's being put under TriStar Pictures instead of Disney.
Sony.
Yeah,
Are the Narnia books open source?
I guess so. Which would make some sense because that would explain why I don't remember Disney doing Voyage of the Dawn Treader at all.
No, that was still Disney.
Okay.
That was still Disney.
Okay.
"But this is Sony." You said?
Yeah, this is Sony. This is TriStar.
Ah, do you guys trust Sony?
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Wow, that was a long pause.
now that I'm thinking about it, not really.
Hey. Look, for every Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2, there is a Spider-Man 2. And for every Spectre and Quantum Solace, there's a Skyfall and a Casino Royale.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wise words.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is amazing.
Spider-Man 2 is amazing. It's up there. It still holds up.
Yeah.
If I'm to give any advice to these guys, just work on how you do your trailer cuts, please.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
showed everything with that new Spider-Man movie trailer.
Okay, it would be the show thing if what we think are like really big moments happen after the first act.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and it's like, that's all in the first 30 minutes.
Did
Yeah.
you think so?
I think so. I totally believe that.
Okay.
That
Well,
makes some sense.
Well, that means one of us is wrong in this room, and we'll see when the movie's released.
We'll see when the movie's
yeah,
released, July 7th,
Regardless,
2017.
be careful of how you cut the trailers for
Yeah.
this movie because that's going to be important.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to Disney.
Yep.
Actual Disney.
Back to the
Speaking
Disney
of.
train.
Talking about Beauty and the Beast. Movie's made $1 billion as well. It's the first movie to make $1 billion this year. And Disney, I guess, is considering maybe doing a sequel. And Emma Watson has an idea for a sequel. She doesn't have a full idea. What she says is that she would love to do sequels. She always thought that Belle would become a teacher and she would run a library in the castle and open up to the village. So basically, the plot is basically the village would open up, the castle, so everyone would be able to go inside the castle and experience the castle.
So it's like a medieval Freedom Riders type deal.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's interesting, but how do you make that work? What's the crisis that needs to involve?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there would be
So
any
I haven't
plot
seen
there.
I haven't seen the remake yet. Anybody here seen the remake?
I haven't
have.
seen it yet.
You have?
But
Yes, I have.
So it ends just like the 1990 animation, right?
How does the 1991 end? I don't remember. They dance.
They-
The beast gets better, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
They-
The
yes,
Beast is no
basically
longer
it.
the Beast, right? He's
Yeah.
like dance.
Yeah, he's
Beast
a
is
handsome
now
person.
human.
So would you even call it Beauty and the Beast?
It'd be Beauty and the Beauty, wouldn't it? Beauty and the handsome fella.
Beauty and the Champ or something.
Beauty and Dan Stevens, guy who's in everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a plot there.
Yeah, it doesn't It doesn't sound like a great idea unless you put like a crisis in there.
Which I hope it's the French Revolution and they try to behead
That makes
the prince and the princess.
That's true. It does. Theoretically, that timeline is really close to each other.
That would be a good foil, maybe during all this chaos, it's like, hey, the castle's kind of like a safe haven, and people learn there.
Right.
And you can still be a teacher. See? Emma Watson, are you listening?
Yeah.
I am pitching your movie for you.
Yep. We're helping you.
We're writing the plot here. Live.
Okay, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't need it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, but there was one thing. Walt Disney actually said something back when he was still alive concerning sequels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you have to be really careful with how you write them. Because if you can't think of something that's genius enough for another plot continuing the original,
right,
forget it. Don't even bother with it.
That's probably why they never did sequels in the first place.
Exactly. That's
don't,
and plus Walt hated the idea.
Or they were
of
TV
sequels.
releases.
Yeah, they were TV release sequels straight to VHS.
Yeah, that was the one thing a lot of the Disney
Wasn't
people
there a Beauty and the Beast sequel?
I think there was. I just don't remember it that well.
Why is Beast back to being a beast? I thought he was good.
Yeah. Wasn't it like a Christmas special or something that they turned into a sequel?
I'm sure there was.
Yeah, that's what I'm remembering.
Lion King 2 is great, though. I like that
yeah.
one. And 2.5 is fun.
You mean 1.5?
1.5, yes.
Yeah. Did it not get actually a theatrical release?
Did it?
It did. I remember.
That one got
a lot of my
release.
friends were going, I'm going to see Lion King 1.5. See ya. Like, okay, you weirdos.
But it was pretty good.
All right, guys. Moving on to Ridley Scott officially says.
Speaking of sequels.
Speaking of sequels, he's promoting Alien Covenant. Comes out in about 3 weeks. Looks amazing. Looks scary. I like it. I like it a lot. However, he was talking about before Alien Covenant got greenlit, Neil Blomkamp was supposed to direct Alien 5. Then Chappie came out. Nobody loved Chappie. And then Ridley Scott's like, hey, I just did The Martian. Everybody loved The Martian. I have this idea for an Alien prequel to Prometheus. Can I do it? They're like, yeah, go ahead.
Let's go.
And now he officially says Neil Blomkamp's Alien 5 is dead. Oh, no.
That's not good.
So what he says is that basically Neil Blomkamp's idea wasn't even a full screenplay. It was just a 10-page pitch. And
oh, that's not good.
He said that he was going to be a producer for it, but it didn't go anywhere further because Fox decided that it didn't want to do it. Because they're like, yeah, you directed Chappie, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sucks, man. He's a good director. I like that guy.
Look, I would be with you pre-Chappie.
Pre-Chappie?
Yeah, pre-Chappie.
Pre-Chappie because I thought Elysium was okay. But in a lot of ways, Elysium is structured very similarly to District 9 in a lot of ways. They're not the same movies, but there's similar beats, similar plot points that happen.
So you're not a fan of Chappie?
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I want to. But District 9 is one of my favorite movies, like, of all time.
No, it is. It's one of my favorites, too. Like, it's on my list. I remember seeing that. It was best double feature weekend. I saw Inglourious Bastards on Friday.
Wow.
And then on Saturday, I saw District 9.
What a good weekend.
That's a great weekend. And, like, District 9 is one of those movies that's like, oh, sci-fi can also be this. I remember it was the first time I really liked a sci-fi movie in a while. And it's like, they're okay. But I was just like, that was a good sci-fi movie.
Yeah. I mean, I was just watching it the other day. Not all of the visuals, like, hold. But because the story's so good and dynamic, and because most of the visuals hold, it's like super entertaining and engaging.
Which visuals
still.
don't hold as well?
Specifically, I remember thinking, what did I think? It might have been the aliens themselves that they seemed kind of lightweight and not, real in a sense.
I don't know. I feel like most of those aliens still look pretty good.
You think so? I think it was the motion of the aliens is what I'm saying.
I see.
Like they were like feathers, That's a problem with CGI.
Those aliens
sometimes.
look more real than any of the aliens in the Star Wars prequels.
Shots.
Definitely more real than the Camino aliens. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Shots
that was
fired.
messed up.
Shots.
Come at me, guys.
Yeah, but that's a great movie, and I would have loved to see what he could have done with
What
Alien.
he needs to do, he needs to partner back up with Peter Jackson.
Mm.
And they need to get that Halo movie going again.
Ooh, that'd be so dope.
Except, don't try to make the production budget $1 billion.
Make it cheap.
Not totally cheap.
Look, if you look at Elysium, the ring that's Elysium is basically Halo.
Yeah.
And how much was that movie?
I don't know, a lot.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I'm going to look this up. I'm saying that there's a way to make a really good Halo movie.
Yeah.
You get
For cheap?
Peter Jackson. You get Neil Blomkamp. You don't make it cheap. You just propose a budget that isn't
Ridiculous.
That's
a
middle
bill-
ground.
$1 billion.
Wait,
I think you can make a good Halo movie for $100 million.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman?
No, Peter Jackson.
Oh, Peter Jackson.
As in Lord of the Rings, am I correct?
As
yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Who plays
Lord.
Master Chief? And what's the story? What story do you go with?
Now you had to bring in Master Chief in this.
Well, you want a Halo movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say you tell similar events in the first game, but like you just like compact it more shorter.
Yeah.
You know what? You know which game I thought was like super cinematic was Halo 4.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, not a big fan of Halo 4. It
Oh.
is presented cinematically for sure,
But
but
it's
like,
presented well,
but I don't think it's the best story.
yeah.
That's weird. I thought that there was. I think that there's a story to be told with the original aliens in that universe. You know,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
it could be done like a little bit of a horror
Mhm.
first encounter, and then we introduce ourselves to the people from Halo 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Interesting. Hey, are you listening, Jackson, Blomkamp? We're trying to pitch the movie.
And another one.
We're going to be pitching all day, guys. Pitching all day.
Another one.
The thing that's hard about the original trilogy to make into a Halo movie is those little spiky guys, the grunts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would just cut them out. I would cut them out completely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a great sound of them.
yeah, it was good. Like I would cut them. I would focus more on like the elites.
Yeah,
Don't worry about the grunts
and the brutes.
and the brutes.
Because
All those.
So I mean, like he did have his idea. Like he was gonna like annex Alien 3. Like he wouldn't even talk about Alien 3 if he was gonna do Alien 5. Which I think the only person that would really positively support that would be David Fincher. Like, yeah, go ahead, don't see the movie. Just see the movie. And you know he's gonna bring back Sigourney Weaver and Michael Biehn, and they were gonna tell this cool story. But you know, if you don't have confidence in your director to make a good movie, then you don't go through with the choice.
And it's game over, man.
give David Fincher another shot. Huh? Huh?
He's doing World War Z too,
Yeah.
all right? That's
Let
good
him
enough for
work
me.
on that one.
That says to me he's willing to do franchises. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, but he's
If
also
he gets the strength.
but look, he's also willing to do that because Brad Pitt's also a producer on that movie.
Yeah, and they're good.
Oh, that's why.
And Brad Pitt's like, hey, Fincher, you come do this movie, nobody's going to mess with you. I'm Brad Pitt. Got it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's just a cool relationship because they work so well together. Especially in, like, Seven and Fight Club. I didn't think Curious Case was a great movie. But, like, their relationship as, like, an actor-director is really strong. So,
Yeah, it is.
guys, we're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we're going to have a lot more things to talk about. Like, if I can find it. I can't find it. Oh, a trailer for a horror movie that's giving me some, like, really strong Last of Us vibes. Robert Zemeckis' next film, which isn't The Flash at the moment. And some black and white releasing thing that's probably going to become a trend in the next 5 years for different films. When we come back. Welcome back to Film World. I'm your host, Matthew Wegg.
And I'm Chet Severn.
And I'm Nathan Rivas.
You beat me to it.
Hey.
No.
I wanted to.
It still works out.
All right, guys. As I said, we're going to talk about a amazing trailer for a what looks to be like a horror movie, but like one of those like really interesting horror movies. Very isolated. My favorite kind.
As opposed to the uninteresting horror movies.
Yeah. Which is most of them. I'm gonna be honest. It's most of them.
Fired.
Shot.
Okay, so it's a trailer. All right, so it's a trailer for this movie called "It Comes at Night." It's being produced by A24, which produces a lot of great films. Some of the notable ones is Enemy, Prisoners, Zero Dark 30. This is a great production company. They like focus on really cool, niche like dramas and
indie crap.
Indie
stuff. Indie stuff, not crap. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good stuff.
good stuff.
That's just the word I use for stuff, guys.
Good stuff. Making a negative a positive.
All right. So the movie is called "It Comes at Night." Basically talks about a family who takes in a few outsiders in what appears to me to be a post-apocalyptic setting where, like, there's this disease that's an outbreak, and they're in the middle of nowhere, but they're secluded and they're safe. They help out these outsiders that kind of come across their house, and then things start getting creepy. And this disease, I'm guessing, is spreading, and something is hunting them down. And I get, like, really good, like, Last of Us vibes from here. Just, like, with the isolation and the character dynamics. And even Joel
Edgerton,
who looks like Joel from the games with his masks. with the gas mask, it's like, that's from The Last of Us. That's so cool. Look, I love that game. That game. One of the few games that actually, like, floored me when it ends. Like, floored me. And this trailer was amazing. Like, I like this trailer a lot. And it premiered at Overlooked Fest. And critics are just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Which, I can't wait to see this movie. When does it come out? Does it come out?
Let's see.
Come out?
Film hits theaters on June 9th.
Yes! I'm excited. All right, Chet, thoughts on the trailer?
Hey, that's soon. Sorry, I just realized.
I actually like the trailer. Aside from the Last of Us vibes that Matt was getting, I was actually getting, especially when we start getting glimpses of what the monster's up to, I was getting vibes of John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, okay.
Going with it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that comparison because you don't know who's sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. If Kurt Russell pops up at the end of the movie going, okay, what's going on here? I'm just going to laugh.
Or Bruce Campbell for some Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Evil Dead
Even better.
cameo.
Either that or Jack Nicholson as the monster.
Okay, guys, don't make it a comedy.
Oh,
Here's Johnny.
All right, Chet.
Yes.
Nathan.
Oh, it's my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, so much pressure. I just watched that trailer, and I don't know, I'm flabbergasted. That's the word I will use. Yeah. I am so excited for that. I didn't know anything about it. I started watching it. I thought, what is this, like a Walking Dead thing?
Oh, yeah, that was my first thought.
Yeah, and as it continues, I'm like, oh, no, this has a compelling story. It's got what seems like some good characters. And obviously, when I say compelling story, I mean it seems like it's got a compelling story. You know, it's intriguing, at least the premise is.
For sure.
I don't know. I'm excited about this. I love a good horror movie. I'm not a big fan of the horror genre in general, but when a good one comes out, you know, I like to be there.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And this looks like a good one.
Let me see what else. I'm looking at too many things. I'm doing too many things. Okay, there we go.
Multitasking.
Multitasking.
For the win.
So the director's only directed one feature film called Krishna, which was well received when it came out. And the last horror movie A24 did was The Witch.
Oh.
The Witch.
I love that.
That's a good movie.
Did you guys see that?
That's a good movie.
I saw the trailer for it. I was like, backpedal.
Yeah,
that's a good movie. And like, I like that there's a push for like this kind of horror where it's more about, you know, like it has like really good horror elements, but it's also like, you know, psychological in a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like especially The Witch has like very creepy imagery, but it's like very psychological as well.
Yeah, that screwed up my brain.
Oh yeah. And like I get a lot of vibes from, you know, that kind of perspective. I'm sorry guys, I'm tired. From this trailer, I'm just like I'm excited. I can't wait. Like I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't really say that. I think the last time I said I can't wait for this horror movie to come out was when we saw the It trailer. That doesn't come out until September. And that It trailer, probably still like the best horror trailer. Yeah. This is a close second. So,
and you'll float too.
I'm a big fan of Joel Edgerton.
Man, he needs to get more work. Did you guys see The Gift?
I didn't.
I didn't know he actually directed that movie.
Oh, really?
That was him?
Yeah, and people were just like, that's like a really solid like movie, and it's his directorial debut. It's really solid. You guys can go check it out. You guys can watch it on. I think you guys can watch it. Nah, if you guys can watch it on Amazon Video. You guys can look it up though. Like it's like cheap to rent from Vudu for like $1.99.
Oh dang.
Really good, and it's actually really well acted, and you know has like a lot of layers. And like I said, it's a very psychological movie.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, speaking of actors, I'm fond of that one has Jason Bateman, and I love that guy.
Yes,
ooh,
Jason Bateman.
So I've been wanting to watch that one for a while, but just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, It Comes at Night. It looks great.
All right, so Robert Zemeckis is attached to direct a movie that's supposed to release in 2018. It's also not The Flash. So we know that right now, at least.
Oh, that sounded like a great idea when I first heard that.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite, right, for that movie?
Yeah.
Well, only thing we know is that Warner Brothers are looking at Zemeckis to direct that movie.
Yeah. So
he's directing a movie that's based off the critically acclaimed documentary Marwinkle. It's based off the story of a man named Mark Hogenkamp, is a man who woke up from a coma after a brutal assault with no memory of his life or family, and coped with trauma building a 1:6 model of a World War II era Belgian village in his backyard. That sounds weird.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Right up Robert Zemeckis' like alley, because he directs like these very niche, weird movies.
Yeah,
with these very determined people to accomplish these very niche goals.
Yeah, the story really feels familiar
like The Walk.
to me.
The Walk.
The Walk.
That was his movie, right?
Yeah, that was his movie. I know a lot of people didn't like Flight. I actually really love Flight with Denzel Washington.
I enjoyed it too. There's a documentary. Maybe you saw the documentary about it.
That might be the case.
Man on Wire?
For the one that he's doing now.
Oh yeah, the documentary's called Marwinkle.
Marwinkle.
Yeah, Marwinkle. That's MARWENCOL.
And I heard that he's having the person that produced that also produce his movie.
Yeah.
Which is...
That's a good call.
Yeah, good
because
sign.
that's one other person that has some familiarity to the project.
Yeah.
And foreknowledge as far as getting a script done right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it sounds like the movie's not going to be done wrong.
Yeah. That would be impossible at this point in time.
I'm kind of glad he's not doing The Flash, though.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know that for sure yet.
I think if he was to do The Flash, I feel like I would be demanding for a certain plot line, but I don't think that would be appropriate.
Which one?
The Flashpoint storyline from the comic books. I feel like he could do a pretty good one. Basically,
is that the one where it messes with time?
Yeah. And
just like Back to the Future.
Yeah, basically it's the same thing. He'd be writing the rules of time travel again.
And reboot the series? It's DCEU?
No. It's more like yes, that too.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers, because it's kind of like, hey.
Because it's not doing good?
We'll see how Wonder Woman does.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
If that movie is like not at least good, we're in trouble.
Watch out.
They're going to reboot the series with Robert Zemeckis. No, yeah, I don't.
I don't know. This is interesting.
I don't trust DC
Yeah.
anymore, and I wouldn't care if they
Come
got
on,
Robert
let's
Zemeckis.
give Wonder Woman a shot, guys. Let's give Wonder Woman a shot.
That's like my last straw, man. 'Cause
I know, right?
They keep letting me down, and they get me excited about these movies that come out, and I don't like them at all, and I feel hurt.
Yeah.
I guess it's my fault because I'm going to keep buying tickets no matter what.
All right. Guys, we have an interesting story to talk about. So earlier this year, a movie, you guys may have heard of it. It was called Logan.
Yeah.
It came out in March. A lot of people loved it. I saw it twice. I thought it was amazing. Chet saw it. He thought it was amazing. I don't know if Nathan saw it, but if he did, he probably thought it was amazing.
Both of those are true. Yeah, I did see it, and I thought it was amazing.
But a lot of the marketing and a lot of the social media buzz for that movie when it was first starting the train, they were releasing a lot of pictures in black and white, which gave people the impression that they thought the movie was going to be in black and white.
And those photos are fantastic.
So first off,
I love them.
movie wasn't in black and white.
Which is fine, but it was like...
No, it's so
I'm
amazing.
curious.
But James Mangold, he went to Twitter, and he told all of his fans, hey, if you guys are interested in this, the idea of a black and white Logan movie, don't have anything planned on May 16th.
Ooh.
So,
yeah.
on May 16th, he's going to release a black and white cut of Logan. Now, look, I'm going to be honest. Any excuse that I can use to go see Logan again is just fine with me. But I am interested in seeing a black and white cut.
Yeah.
Just because I specifically waited to buy the Mad Max Fury Road Blu-ray. I was waiting for the black and chrome edition to come out where it has the original version and the black and white version, so I can have both. And I watched the black and white version just because I was curious. And I was like, this is an interesting way to watch, Mad Max.
Uh-huh.
But it's interesting in the sense that because the color is so muted, it's hiding a lot of the beautiful visuals that are in that movie, but kind of offers a different perspective. It was just an interesting thing, and now I see that Logan's going to do this, and we're going to see how well it does. I feel like a lot of movies might be trying to do this a lot more.
Yeah.
Just because Mad Max did it, now Logan's going to do it, and whatever the next movie is, probably going to do it. So, I don't know. What do you think about this, Chet?
I like it. Like I said before, I saw the originally they were behind the scenes photos of the movie being done, and the guy that posted it originally, he put it in black and white.
Right.
And I'm like, that looks amazing. It looks really good. I was getting Hitchcock vibes from it because of the shadow and the light setup that they were going with it. And I was very excited to see this. Be like, I would definitely see this movie if it was in black and white. It'd be kind of cool to watch.
Yeah.
And now that it's coming out, I was like, finally.
I guess that's what started it all was the pictures.
Yeah.
They must have looked great. I still haven't seen these pictures.
You can go look him up.
Yeah, here's one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing about that is that people thought the movie was going to be black and white, then it was in color, and they released the first trailer and it was in color. But now that we knew the movie was in color,
but that trailer
they
though,
kept releasing pictures in black and white. It's like, stop it!
Yeah,
release a colored picture for crying out loud.
But that trailer though, the very first one that they did, very well done. When they came out with that.
Okay, so I've pulled up some pictures.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't make for good radio, looking at some pictures, but these are really good quality pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be interested in seeing it in black and white. I just feel like having a whole movie in black and white, though, is a little gimmicky.
I understand that point of view. I feel like...
Didn't you share that same opinion a while back ago when I was talking about this?
I didn't say gimmicky.
Okay.
Sometimes I can't stand directors that just put something in black and white just to be different.
Right.
There was this trailer I watched for a movie called Creative Control. It's very indie. It's we're going to be cool and hip. We're going to do it in black and white because it's cool and hip.
Right.
But it's just why not in color? I feel like black and white should serve some sort of purpose tone-wise. in a sense of the source material that they're telling. Like when George Clooney directed Good Night and Good Luck, that movie was released in black and white to kind of help solidify the tone of the times back then. Because there was during 1950s, during McCarthyism and the Red Scare.
Right.
And back then, a lot of the releasings or a lot of the viewing was in black and white. So we wanted to put you in that time period.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's cool. And you have everybody dress up like the time. And
Yeah. So you just it adds to the overall film. Like, and I said before, the only reason why that I'm really excited for this is it's like, hey, and any excuse to see Logan in theaters again, I'll take it, even if it's in black and white.
Yep.
But like, there is something though about the kind of mute perspective that black and white gives a movie, where you kind of don't get all the information. Like, at least visually, because black and white kind of like melds together things that are happening. Like, you don't see a lot, and that's why
intriguing. It was the word I was looking for. That's what made me think of that.
Because when I was watching the black and chrome edition of Mad Max, I noticed I felt like I was missing a lot of things because it wasn't in color. So I would be surprised to figure out what I'm missing here. Fun fact, Logan is supposed to come out on Blu-ray and DVD May 23rd.
Ooh.
So there you go.
I wonder if they're going to sneak in the black and white version into the DVD release.
Nah, they didn't release the black and white version for Mad Max till like a year later.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, so you think it's going to do a 3-theater run on black and white and then come into Blu-ray?
Yeah, maybe. I think they're gonna do just a one-night screening on May 16th in black and white, and then maybe 3 months later be like, hey, here's a black and white version. But I need to add this Blu-ray to my Amazon cart right now.
Shut up and take my money.
As I do that, guys, I'm going to end the show right now. We have a great time talking about all this weird stuff. Be sure to be checking the Cannon's Radio feed for all of our shows.
Yes.
I've been Matthew Wegg.
I've been Chet Severn.
And, who have I been? Oh, I've been Nathan Rivas.
And that does it for us. If I could find where'd it go? Okay, there it is. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
See ya.
Hey-o.